Okay, I believe I am live now. I'm just going to give a few minutes here and see who's going to jump on with me. I know there's a bit of a delay, so it takes a few minutes for this to kind of catch up with everything. So if you do happen to pop on, let me know that you are here. Say hello, drop me some love. Whatever it is that works for you, just let me know that you are here. Happy to be back. Last month I wasn't able to do um, my live because I had this cold flu thing and I was kind of feeling under the weather. Didn't have much of a voice. So back in the saddle. So happy to see everyone. Hello, Lois. Sorry, Lisa, Gabrielle, Morgan. Here we go. It's been a long time. Yeah, Lisa. Like I said, for me too. Like I said, last night I had to kind of play hooky because I was not feeling well. And we were actually talking about this today on our I Am Divine call and saying how it is important when you're not feeling well to not try and push yourself, but to, nurture yourself, take care of yourself. How often do we think we have this obligation, for everyone else? Not that I don't love you guys, but especially doing this work, it's really, really important to be in the best form that you can be, right? So, hello, Cher, Marilyn, Sherry, Jolene, Jody. So happy to see you guys. Who's ready for some messages tonight? Hopefully, you guys are. I know I am. Let me get my little logo situated a little better there. I always like messages, though. Who doesn't? Right. All right. So, for those that do not know me, maybe it's your first time jumping on, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming to spend some time with me. This is what I refer to as messages from spirit, evening with spirit. And it is an opportunity for you, well, me as well. I connect with my guides and they will answer any type of question that you have. That's what I call your normal psychic stuff, relationship, kids, career, that life stuff that sometimes we need clarity around. And I can also connect with people and animals on the other side. So I do both. Okay. And I've been doing this work for, geez, showing the age, well over 30 years now. Doing it as a full time thing, so to speak, for probably about the last 10 years. And you know what? I love what I do. So happy to see you guys. All right, let's see where spirit gonna take me tonight. I never know. Okay, actually, Tori, for some reason they're driving. They're drawing me right to you right away. Tori Bradley, do you want to ask a question or have a connection, my dear? And for those of you that are maybe new as well, when I do my lives too, if you want to, the guides direct me into certain individuals. But if I'm drawn to you, hey, you'll have an opportunity to ask a question. And if it can be a specific one, the more specific, the better I can answer it. And same with spirit. I'm a little bit different than a lot of mediums. I don't necessarily just read who's there. It's a matter of who it is you want to connect with, and my guides help me to connect in with them wherever they are. So my apologies if my voice kind of goes in and out a little bit. It's the part that I'm still trying to get back a little bit. Okay. Let me see. So yeah, Tori Bradley. For some reason, they were drawing me to you. Let me know if you have a question or would like a connection with someone on the other side. And I can connect with animals too. It's not just people, because of course animals have souls too, right? Let's see. Let's see. So excited to see everybody. And I see I have what I lovingly call a troll. And for me today, I am banished. I'm running my phone here as well. So as I call them trolls, as they come up, I'm able to remove them right away. Okay. So I haven't had a response from Tori Bradley. So let me see. Um, Gabriel, what's up? Talk to me, girl. How can I help you? Your mom's on the other side, isn't she? You know, Cher, when we talk about not knowing necessarily the questions, but that there's chaos, and I tell this to clients who want to book a session with me as well, is that think about if you had that crystal ball, what is it that you're struggling with the most? And that helps us to define our questions is to kind of look at where we're struggling, right? Okay, so Gabriel, let me come back to you because I see that Tori did come forward. Okay. God love you, Tori. Tori says, it's about damn time someone comes through for me. I've been wanting to connect with my grandfather on my paternal side. Okay. Hopefully, you knew your grandfather so that if I'm giving you information, you can validate it, if you will, right? This definitely would not have been his cup of tea, right? He wouldn't have believed in this stuff. Um, I get a sense of humor with him, but I get him being very old school. He liked his structure. So I get the sense of, not good or bad, right or wrong, but it's kind of like, here's the rules. This is the way you follow things. And structure almost from the military. So I do get a salute. It can represent that there was military there, that he was in the military in some form, but it also represents that type of structure. We get up at this time, we eat at this time, right? So I think he was a very structure oriented person as well. And I'm nodding here. Hello, Shelby. That making a little bit of sense, Tori? Um, they're bringing me to the chest. So it makes me feel as though there was breathing or heart issues there as well, right? Just, I know there's a bit of a delay, so I just want to give you a chance to respond there too. Finishing off my pop. I love my cozy. I didn't say it was your fault. I said I was going to blame you. Gotta have a sense of humor, right? Yeah, so chest issues, heart issues, because they do show me a gentle transition. They do show me breathing, breathing, stop, which represents the fact that he was ready to go, right? Um, I do get what I call a bit of a ramp, which represents illness, but they also then give me a very quick downturn. So he would have departed fairly quickly as well, if that has made some sense for you or to you. Who's sending up all the sad faces, all the angry faces? Is that making some sense here? Just waiting for her to respond. Hello, Michelle Stewart. Long time no see. Anne Marie, are we supposed to be able to? Your guess. I'm not quite sure what you're asking there, Anne Marie. Okay. So I'm going to go back to Tori here. He's bringing you to the chest because I had a tumor in my chest and did chemo and rated for 18, then bone cancer at 29. He passed a prostate cancer that went into the bone. Okay, so definitely had issues in the chest area as well then. Tori, was there something specific you're looking for from him? Um, he's showing me being around a younger male. Do you have a son? Um, I don't get huge, like awful concerns around there, but typically when spirit shows me being around someone, they're acting as a support system. They're acting from a perspective of strength. Makes sense a little bit. Well, happy anniversary, Michelle. I like the apparently. I take it you weren't not sure, maybe sure, missed it. Wasn't sure of the date. Yeah, it's funny because I hear this. I can't believe I'm doing this. Yeah, this is not his cup of tea. He wouldn't have believed in this at all. So I just want to give you the opportunity if there's something specific you wanted to know, hon. Catching up here. Missing him. He's definitely a really strong patriarch, I guess, in the family. Stubborn. Could be a little opinionated too. So, what did you want to know from him? Hey, Sasha. Haven't seen you guys in forever. Not since I closed the store. Just waiting for a response here. Waiting for a response from Tori. Someone's sending out all these angry, unhappy, mad faces. I don't know why. Sasha, it's been a minute. Yeah, a few more. Yeah, he's around. It can represent a son, it can represent his son, it can represent, son-in-law, it can, grandchild, whatever, but he shows me being around another male. So this doesn't have anything to do with a friend that you passed. That's something different. And I'm going to stick with your grandfather just because I try and do, one connection for people here rather than just like a personal reading for someone through the whole time. um, when you talk about doing the right time, doing the right thing, what I hear is you need to stop second guessing yourself. They show me one step forward, two steps back, right? And then they show me this too. So there's a bit of stubbornness there, right? Um, letting that guard down, letting people in. So it shows me that you're in a little bit of protection mechanism. You tend to protect yourself, right? Thanks. Yeah, I'm looking at this. Look at this. You get all these little unhappy faces, and I'm like, I don't know if it's just someone sitting on the line and just trying to do that or what, but not used to seeing that. But thank you, Darlene, for sending all the love. I appreciate that. Um, so yeah, you just need to trust yourself because I get that you're fairly intuitive. You know what you need to do. You're dragging your feet. Just stop dragging your feet. Okay. Hey, Lori. That's my right hand and my Marilla's gang. Give me a second here. I never know whether it's Gabrielle or Gabrielle. You still here, hun? Oh, I thanks, Lori. I don't know about you, but I'm still so looking for some wind therapy here soon. Yeah. Tori, I see your answer when you're saying about being totally guarded, always afraid to take the first step. So, and that's not just from him, that's the guides as well, right? Like here, but you need to trust it. Usually that sense of feeling like we need to guard ourselves is coming from our past, right? We've been hurt or harmed in some way. And so we want to put up these boundaries so no one can hurt us again. But so long as those boundaries are up, we can't really step into where we need to be sometimes because that takes courage, right? And just coming from a place of love. Okay. So you're on the right track. Trust yourself. Okay. And Maria, the people that I'm connecting to, or the people that I'm talking to in the live here, it's coming up through the chat. So I run a certain software and I get the chat up on the side so I can see it. Um, love to be able to, bring people live. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So I stopped kind of doing that. But yeah, always options for later on as well. So I'm just trying to see if, there she is. Gabby, did you want to talk to your mom or was there something else you were looking for? I want to give you that opportunity, okay? If you can. Let's see. Yeah, Amanda, I don't know what's all the mad faces. I think maybe it's just someone's jumping on and trying to cause a little bit of chaos. But we just send them love, right? Nothing more powerful than that. So, and Amanda, I appreciate that. Thank you for saying that you're happy that you do this. I mean, this is always my way of giving back, right? This is what I love. This is what I do. I love helping people, right? And it's a gift, right? And why not use it, right? So I'm going to come back to Gabrielle because they jumped me in towards you, and your mom was actually stepping forward when I kind of jumped in there. Um, So the time frame that she died, would it have been not long ago? Like it feels like it's how do I phrase this? I guess the anniversary of a death, right? And it feels like it still feels like it might have been more towards the end of last year, beginning of this year. Does that make any sense for you? Mary, hold on, okay? Because I'll come and check back with you when I'm done, okay? Gabrielle, have you been kind of hiding out a little bit? And maybe that's not the right word entirely, but it feels like work home. It just makes me feel like um, you're kind of hiding out. And Gabriel, I didn't mean that she died last year, but as far as like say like the month that she passed, it feels like it was more through the winter, the cold months. So that's what I meant about. I didn't know whether it was the end of last year, beginning of this year, but the passing seems to be more around a cold period. That's why I was asking that question. Okay, I knew she's been passed for more than just last year, right? Um, and the reason why I'm asking, because it's like mom, I don't think got out that much either. Because she shows me kind of being I don't say hermit, but she stayed at home. And she's equating this over to you where it's like, yeah, I'm going to work, but then I'm kind of hiding out in my house. So when we talk about messages in some way, it's almost like um, she doesn't want you to hide out from life, right? Let's see. Okay, thank you. So I see the comment about your friend Mama J passed, but yes, it had been in February. Yeah, because it made me feel like I said January, the end of last year, beginning of this year, as far as the actual, if you month time frame, right? And she was equating again the cold to being inside, but she shows me she really didn't get out much. She didn't really like to always be around other people. I think she had the best of intention, but she really didn't, right? And she's equating that over to you and wanting you to make sure that you don't sit on the sidelines because she showed me at some level she really did. And she wants more for you than that. Are you understanding that a little bit? Because it just makes me feel in some ways just, you know what, it's safe to be here. I can hide out here. I'm not going to be hurt. Nobody can hurt me here. Right. So when we talk about messages, mom is kind of saying, I want you to live. Allie Cornfield, I'm not sure what you mean by are these spirit-led readings. I do both. I talk to guides and I talk to spirit. Okay, so it depends on the questions being asked, whether I go to spirit, aka our loved ones, or whether I go to higher guide, higher being. Yeah. So you kind of understand what it is that she's saying then, right? She doesn't want you hiding out. And knowing that it's time to step out a little bit again, right? It's safe for you to be you. It's safe for you to think about what you want and step into it. No more hiding on the sidelines. And I see another. Bear with me here. I'm just going to, sorry, wrong one. Sorry, I just removed that other, as what I refer to them as trolls. Yeah. Um, when you're asking about a list, normally what I do is I have this a little pad, and the guides will kind of have me key in when I say a name or when I see a name. That's kind of what I follow through. But you know what? This is what I do full time. I've been doing this for, as I said, a number of years now, right? Um, I just go live once a month as a way of, like I said, giving back. And Gabrielle, I see what you're saying about really missing her lately, right? Totally get that. So totally get that. I see the trolls are out in full force tonight. Oh, so much fun. I think I'm gonna have to pay someone to be a moderator. Yeah. Oh, there we go. I can boot the other one now. There we go. This is one reason why I run my phone as well. You know, it takes me out of the energy I need to be into a little bit, but I find it really annoying when they kind of start jumping on. So Gabrielle, she knows you've been missing her. She keeps blowing kisses, right? But she wants you to find the life that you deserve as well, not to hide out. And I literally hear, like I did. Okay. She truly, truly does not want that for you at all. Okay. Yeah, I see everyone's top form. I still get these mad faces, and what do you do? I guess not much I can do about that right now. So much love to you, my dear. Let me know if you're still here. Like, this seems to be acting a little bit funny the way it's pulling or not pulling messages in. Yeah, someone's. I think they're out trolling for me tonight. Can you guys still hear me okay? I'm not seeing any messages coming up, so I just want to make sure. I can see some hearts. I'm kind of alternating between my program here and my phone because the phone is the only way that I can kind of boot them out. I wish I could do that from the program, even just kick them out so I didn't have to deal with them. But yeah, thank you guys for confirming that you can hear me. I just wanted to make sure. Gabriel, you are so welcome, my dear. So much love to you. Your mom loves you so much. She's sad that you're sad. She doesn't want that for you. Okay. She wants you to have the life that you deserve to have. Okay. Edith, she's here. I can see her in the other chair. You two hanging out today, are you, Edith? Awesome. Miss Mary, you still here? Let me know. And you know what, guys? I mean, obviously, I can't get to everyone, but if you're really needing to connect with someone on the other side, reach out, book a private session. You can message me privately. You can, check out my website, paulahunter.ca. It gives you all the different things that I do. And yeah, reach out. Be more than happy to set you up with a private session as well, right? So what's up, girl? How can I help you? What's your question? Sorry, I got an itch. Don't mind me. I used to have a scroller that used to come on. I'll have to figure out where that is for next time. Ticker. Oh, there it is. I'll have to check that for next time. But yeah, like my Facebook page, drop me a message through Messenger, check out my website. Be more than happy to set you up with a private one. Okay, so Mary, you're looking to connect with your dad? A long time since I've seen you as well. Don't mind me, I'm just keying into him a little bit more here for you. Okay, but your dad's on the other side is what you're asking. Or is your dad here and you're struggling with something that's going on with him? Just so I know the correct question to ask the guides. If that makes sense. I've learned over the years guides can be very specific. So the more I can give them the appropriate question, I get the appropriate answer back. Because depending on how we phrase or how I phrase a sentence to them, it can go in different directions as far as what the response can be. Just waiting for Miss Mary Susanna, excuse me, get back. Thank you. Okay. So dad's on the other side. This would not have been his cup of tea. Um, he didn't miss a beat, but I don't get he was always the best communicator. Because he shows me sitting on the sideline. The symbol they usually give me is like I'm sitting at the table and I have the paper, my head's buried behind the paper. I'm hearing what's going on, but I'm not always acting or um, interacting in the conversation. So he shows me being on the sidelines, and I don't think he was always the best at expressing emotion verbally. Okay. Um, it's interesting because when I say that, I hear the apple doesn't far fall from the tree, fall far from the tree. So, Mary, it makes me feel like you tend to hold on to emotion as well. And with whatever he passed for, they're giving me the sense of illness being there. And I get the sense he was kind of aware that something was going on for a while, but didn't really bring it out, didn't articulate it, right? Kind of kept it to himself. He shows me in a lot of ways you and him are very similar, right? Um, Mary, it almost feels, and I know you're saying that you're kind of struggling when you said on the excuse me the road and where to go next. Um, so if we're talking about things that are kind of going on presently, or what I call in the earth plane, right? Um, I guess what I want to know is, or I shouldn't say what I want to know, but I typically go to higher guides for that because it is such a specific thing. And sometimes, from a spirit perspective, we can have our own biases, I guess you can say. See, I have another troll. And it's really important that I kind of look at how they look at it. Okay. Bear with me here. I'm going to get that one out of there in a second, too. To be very honest, they show me you being in a state of like static, being static. Um, and what I heard from the guides is what I really heard was, why are you still here? So it makes me feel like there is change in order, right? And it's just a matter of stepping into it. So, had you been thinking about a move in any way, shape, or form? I want to delete the troll, but I can't. Because it makes me feel like, I get, again, the one step forward, one step back. I'm doing this back and forth and back and forth. I'm being drawn, feel like I should be doing this, but then that represents change. I don't like change. That kind of scares me. Like there's almost like this inner dialogue going on. Do you understand that? Curious if it does anyway, because that's what kind of what I'm getting with that one. Sorry, feeling a little preoccupied here because those trolls are driving me crazy. Bear with me here, guys. There we go. There, another one being banned. Sorry, guys. It really throws me out of my energy of where I need to be in order to read, because all I get is spammed up into my program is all this crap. So my apologies, guys, if I'm kind of all over the board a little bit right now, right? Yeah. You need to make some decisions. Cher, I'll come back to you, okay? Oh, let me wade through all this crap. Yeah. Mary, they keep showing me a move. Like they keep showing me pulling up roots and going somewhere else. New starts, new beginnings, new opportunities. But I get a lot of fear with you in doing that, right? Especially if our roots are really deep. And I've been in this place for so long. But again, they meaning the guides just keep showing me this sense of stagnation. You're not happy. And it's like I'm doing things, I'm going through the emotions. I don't have the joy, I don't have the passion. I'm doing it for, my family. I'm doing it over here. It's like I'm doing it for everybody else but me. And now is a time for you to come back into you. And this is why all these situations are kind of developing, because it's trying to shake you out of the old. It's time for change. It's time for growth, right? But changes, as far as, I don't say beneficial, I don't mean that in a negative way. So I'm not saying change is being, well, change can be positive or we can view it as being negative. Um, they keep showing me picking up roots and going. So to me, that's a move. That's moving away, moving into a different direction. And the move meaning a physical. I get the sense of a physical move, right? I see your comment about, tons of changes. At the end of the day, when we talk about dad, I mean, dad just wants to see you happy, but you're not, and you haven't been for a while. When you talk about being on a stress leave, I mean, these are some of all the reasons we have to have that catalyst that begins to, I don't say forces us to act, but it's exactly what it is a catalyst to get us moving, right? Because they keep showing me dragging my feet, dragging my feet, dragging my feet. Good. It sounds like you're starting to change things then. I see you're being divorced, new job, new place, new partner. Awesome. I still feel a move. So I don't know if you've been talking about it, but if an opportunity arises for it, jump in with both feet, because I feel like it's going to be positive and beneficial for both of you, right? And the move isn't like I'm going to move across the city. The move is moving out of the city, where you are right now, which would represent leaving job and other things behind. Sorry, leaving that job. Okay. What I keep hearing is have faith. Dad's around you. Dad loves you, but he's also standing back because he recognizes that you have to make those choices for yourself now. Okay. You are very, very welcome. I mean, to be honest, it feels like there's some other deeper rooted stuff there. And, we definitely are in a time and a space where it is about doing our trauma work. So it doesn't surprise me that the situations are kind of stepping up as far as what's going on, because that's the only way that we'll deal with things sometimes. But see it as being positive, right? Yay, me. Look at all the work I've done. Look at all the healing. Look at all the changes, right? That I'm setting up for myself. You're just not all the way there yet. That's all. Okay. I'm just going back up here a little bit past all the other stuff. Share. Give me a second here. Yeah. Share, I see your question here where you said that you've been over 14 months looking for a forever home while you've been in a little apartment. Let me move my little logo up here. You said you sold your home when the market was high, obviously, and it caused you both to struggle mentally, just wanting to get back to life. Do we have any feelings about this? Not sure if this is appropriate. Yeah, you can ask anything. I mean, a lot of people know me as doing the mediumship work, but that's the fun thing about working with guides, right? Okay. They'll answer anything for you. And I'm saying it would be okay because they're talking to me at the same time. Now, when you talk about, you sold the property because obviously the market was right and it was opportunities to make money. Um, Apartment life definitely isn't for you, because they show me kind of what you're looking for is a little plot of land. So, an acre, 2 acres, they show me that you need that little bit of space. Give me one sec. And to be very honest, I don't feel like it's on the market yet. Okay. Um, six, January, February, March, April, May. It feels more like it's going to be coming into late summer before that place is going to be there. And I mean, there isn't a lot on the market right now, but they show me the place as far as where it is you need to go isn't there yet. So when I say it isn't there yet, it isn't on the market yet. Okay. Will you have that? Yes. But when you sold it, you guys kind of said, when we buy again, we want to make sure we have everything we want. So it isn't about compromising, it's about being really specific on what that property is for you, right? So it is in place. It's just still going to take a little bit more time. Okay. And it's interesting because you made a comment about you and your partner kind of suffering from a mental perspective right now. Um, the guides are actually showing me that this is an opportunity to bring you closer together. So even though it may feel stressful at times, they show me in the long run, it's forcing conversation, it's forcing things to the surface to be dealt with, which at the end of the day is going to improve that relationship. It's just, as I said, growing pains. Sometimes going through the process is not the easiest. Makes sense a little bit? And I keep seeing a view, right? So to me, a view of the water, right? So you must like the water as well. I see more of that. I don't see like house, house, house. It makes me feel, a smaller property of land. Yes, there's still other houses around, but they show me almost being up, not high, but say, here's a hill and my view down here is where there's water. So I don't get you being right on the water, but they show me like a water view. Maybe that makes a little bit of sense for you. Yeah. I see your yes, exactly. Yeah. And you know what? And share, I think you were in on our I Am Divine call there today. Remember where we're putting our energy, right? If I'm anxious about something, I'm putting that energy in from a negative perspective. So when I'm, anxious, when I'm worried, when I'm stressed, I can step back. Let me get my mind back in alignment. Let me get my energy, let me get my emotions back in alignment of the creation that I really want. So see yourself sitting on that deck, seeing that water, feeling that breeze on your face, and how good it's going to feel because you have found your home, right? It isn't just a house, it's a home for you. And that's what you're searching for. So be patient. Okay. It will be there. Hello, Nadia. Welcome. Watching all the way from New Zealand. Nice to meet you. And I see you share saying, "Oh, if we got through this far, I think we'll make it." It's an absolute struggle, but yeah. And like I said, they show me it's a good thing at the end of the day. Okay. Yeah, privacy. That's why they're showing me you need a little bit of room, right? Okay, bear with me. Trying to catch up a little bit. I love your comment, share. I'm a work in progress, and each and every time I watch you gals, it really helps me. Aw, thank you so much. This is what we love. And for those of you that may not be aware that may be here, I've joined up with another psychic medium who went through the same coaching and practitioner programs that we've been doing over the past 2 years that we just graduated from. And we've started it's on a Facebook page as well, but it's called I Am Divine. And we've started a podcast. So, you know what? If you're interested in development of self, we discuss things about spirituality, all sorts of different things. So if you're interested, just look up I Am Divine and you'll find us. Jump over there. I think I have it actually posted on my page as well. I think I have it linked at the top where, you can check out our podcast as well. Okay. Would love to have you. Nadia, I don't know. Somebody's jumping on, and it seems like all they want to do is send all these angry faces. Don't know who it is. They don't seem to be talking. I brought it up as well, but yeah, it doesn't seem to be, they don't seem to be stopping. So, sure, you're very, very, very welcome. Hello, hello, hello. I'm catching up, trying to work my way to the bottom. Hillary Morton, a ton of stuff from our last session you predicted came true. Totally amazing. Aw, thanks, girl. There you go. We got a client jumping in saying that the information I gave her was accurate. Yeah, well, not me. I'm the go between. It's the guides at the end of the day, right? But Hillary, thank you so much. I appreciate you jumping on and saying that, right? Because I love what I do, right? We're here to help each other. And, as I see all the angry faces still going through here, it isn't about that. It's about bringing forward love. It's about, you're walking down the street, you give someone a smile, you listen to someone. There's so many ways we can help, right? And it's just remembering that. Let me see. Let me see. Um, Trying to see whose name is jumping out. Where am I going? Laura Porter. They just brought me to you. Laura, are you still here? Let me know if you are still in here. And I will work at making that connection for you, okay? Better write that down. And hello to anyone that I may not have said hello to yet. Thank you for jumping in to join me for a bit of time. And yeah, any of you guys in the St. John area, I should say breaking down, but I haven't done a lot of open group out in public readings actually since before COVID. I think I did maybe one or two last year, but I'm going to be doing on May 6th. It's a Saturday night. I'll be doing a group reading. If you're interested in coming out, yeah, you can check it out on my Facebook page. It'll give you all the information on it. And yeah, hopefully you can come out and join me. It'd be nice to get into a nice, lovely group, feel that energy again, and make some connections for you guys. So you can get more information on my website. You can get more information on my um, Facebook page as well. I'm jumping back down to the bottom. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, so Laura, you wanted to connect with your husband. Is that correct? So bear with me here. And even when you talk about your husband having passed recently, again, I get illness there. And then it almost feels like a surprise as far as diagnosis, I guess you can say. And then they show me a quick downturn. And, obviously that is coming from a sense of illness. Um, I feel like through that process, he would have departed fairly quickly after that. Um, I get the sense of struggling with breath. So again, they bring me back to chest and lung area as well. I feel like he's still doing some integration and some healing on the other side as well. Because when I key into his energy, I kind of get the sense of I'm not supposed to be over here. And when I get things like that, it just tells me that he's still doing a little bit of work. Um, it's like we had these plans, we had these dreams, we had all these things that we were going to do. I wasn't supposed to leave. So I feel like there's a lot of emotion still that he has to work through with leaving. That being said, I do recognize that you have a lot of emotion that you're holding on to too with this loss. And I just get the sense that it is still so fresh because the guides are interceding in it a little bit too. And they said it's almost like there's a part of you. It's like, no, this is wrong. This isn't true. I'm expecting that door to open and he's going to walk in. Right. So much love through the lines. Right. And he loved you so, so, so much. And the way he brings it forward is he feels like your life together was just beginning. And I don't get that it was necessarily a new connection, but it shows me that that's a strong connection. Right. And as I say that, he definitely had a sense of humor as well because he kind of goes, well, he says, not everybody could put up with me. And then he laughs. So it makes me feel like you didn't have a problem. You could go toe to toe with him. You could call him on a shit, if you will, when there were situations going on. Right. So much love, so much joy there as well. You both need some time to heal. He is going to be okay. He's, like I said, he's still doing some healing work because he didn't want to go. And for you, what I hear is like putting on the brave face, right? Although that is good to do as well, we have our time frames where we really feel like we need to have that protection, but also make sure that you're taking time for yourself to move through the emotion that you need to move through, because I just keep these, again, walls being up, right? I got to be strong for everybody else, and it's so important that you find the time to take care of you as well, right? It's important. Is it helping a little bit, Laura? Okay. He's showing me tears going down your face. So if you're there feeling him, know that he's also with you right now. Um, I don't know if you found the stream tonight, just wanted to jump on or what, but um, he's, yeah, okay. I see your comment, right? So true. It's all on me. Thanks. Thanks. Yeah, because he's showing me being there right with you, and he's showing me tears coming down your cheeks, and he's showing me reaching out and trying to wipe them away and trying to console you, right? So I know when we're used to having somebody from the human perspective and being there, remember that he is always with you. Yes, he still has some work he needs to do, but okay. So you were yeah, husbands, you were married, because he says to me, when I said I do, he says I meant it. You know, and the old saying is till death do you part. And he's making a joke. He's like, no, 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 I'm waiting for her to come back. So he's like, I'm not going anywhere. So I'm going to be with her until she takes that last breath on the earth plane so we can come back into that next, if you will, lifetime together. So that shows so much love, right? One day at a time. Take care of yourself, but understand it's okay to feel, knowing that he's never and will never be far because his family's number one. And his love for you, he says, goes beyond death. I'm kind of going like, oh, that's almost kind of a cheesy line, but that's exactly what he's saying, right? I mean, that says so, so much. It's so beautiful to see a love that is that strong. Okay. So I hope that's helped a little bit, Laura. And I'm glad that he kind of reached out, because he's coming through loud and clear, and he's literally saying, you know, this was not my cup of tea. Like, he didn't believe in this stuff. He goes, I always thought this stuff was crap. It was bullshit. Right. So, you know what? I just tell them, doesn't matter what we believe here, because when we get to the other side, when we get back into spirit form, we know the difference. And that's why I don't take it personally if someone says, ah, this stuff's crap, you're full of it, whatever. I use the term love and light, but goodbye. You don't have to believe in it. That is your own truth. I know with what I do, I'm here to assist people. I love what I do. And if it's making connections or helping us to understand that we're never alone, that's all that matters. Yeah. Yeah. He was laughing at me. And like I said, the same thing. He laughed at you all the time about this stuff. Yeah. And I love it when they show me that, when they say, you know what, I always thought this stuff was garbage. And then, like I said, they know the difference. So awesome. I hope that's helped a little bit, Laura. So much love to you guys. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm not bored, honest. Um, just trying to see here. Marianne, you were talking about looking to see who was watching out for my mom when she got really sick when we were away on vacation in March. Everything just fell into place so perfectly for her to get the help and get better. Um, it was interesting because first I was getting a mother connection, but then I had a male connection as well. And I think father, but father, her father, he feels like he's been passed for a while. So, and yeah, as I say that and I nod to them, the guides say there was also, if you will, higher power assistance. So whether you think of guides, angels, God, whatever terminology you want to use, but they also say that there was higher assistance involved in that to get her the assistance in the moment, because I think I get time was of the essence. So the time of getting her help, if it wasn't quick, it would have been, if you will, much more detrimental, to her. So she still had work here to do. That's the way it works at the end of the day, right? Awesome, awesome. Hope that's helped just a little bit. And again, guys, I mean, if I'm not able to connect with you tonight, this is what I do for a living. This is what I love to do. I love to bring spirit forward. I love to pass on messages to guides or from the guides and, help clarity, right? We all need that sometimes. Reach out. I can book you in for a private session. You can find information about what I do. I mean, readings aren't the only thing that I do. But yeah, you can check it out through obviously my Facebook page here. You can send me a message there. You can check out my website at paulahunter.ca. It gives you all the different things that I do, and be more than happy to set up a private session, because sometimes things are private too. When I do group or open sessions like this, I always kind of keep it at a certain level, simply because, as I said, some things are private, right? And it's not about bringing sometimes this stuff up in front of other people, because it is private, right? Nadia, what's up, hon? They're drawing me to you. How can I help you? And if you're looking for a connection, just let me know who it is you'd like to connect with. My kitty just decided to park himself outside of my door and start meowing through the door. Don't know if you could hear it or not. Yeah, Nadia, let me come to you. And Marie, thank you so much. I think I booted all the trolls and I don't have any more right now. Nadia, let me know what you would like to ask if you have a question about something, or if you're looking for a connection, who it is that you would like to connect with. Okay. I'll do my best to connect. Sasha, you heard the kitty? Yeah. I have two rescues. I have a rescue dog. He's about 2.5. He's a Shepherd Roddy Cross from Texas. And just after Christmas, I got a rescue kitten from the Humane Society, and he is about 6 months old right now. Very vocal. I think he thinks he's a dog half the time, because he definitely, he's got the catitude, but he's very vocal like a dog would be. So, okay. So, Nadia, I'll make one connection for you. So it sounds like when you say the ex, obviously the ex boyfriend is what you're talking about. Okay. He feels as though he left very abruptly as well. They give me that. And whenever I get kind of that symbol snap and gone, it represents a quick go, right? A quick leave. Has this been more of a recent passing as well? Hopefully I'm saying your name appropriately. Yeah, there's always so many people looking for connections. And like I said, I mean, if I can't make one for you, um, let me know. Okay. So I see your comment, Nadia, where you were saying he was murdered. You said, yeah, about 9 months ago. Yeah. And to be very honest, it felt like he departed in an abrupt manner that was not that gentle. Right. Um, Give me a second here. That being said, I also feel some of the decisions that he had been making, um, in his life at that time, he shows me not being on the right road, that he was not going down the right road. So whether it was wrong place, wrong time, if you will, um, he's kind of showing me he should have been there. So I'm not sure what the situation is, but I get the sense of shock. I get the sense of surprise. I get the sense of, it's almost like he can't believe it happened either. This wasn't supposed to happen, right? But he also takes ownership. He could be very expressive verbally. Do you understand what I mean by that? Okay. because he shows me that he didn't always hold his tongue. It almost makes me feel what I call a man's man. He had a little bit of ego, right? I'm all that in a bag of chips, right? Um, and he says to me that sometimes he wasn't always the gentlest person. Do you understand that? And it's interesting because he's kind of telling me, he goes, this was never anything that I could really say when he was here. So even if he was expressive verbally, shall we say, and an apology would have been required, he wasn't good at doing that. He says he's telling me he was never really able to say he was sorry. So I'm not sure whether that is a message for you, meaning there was something that he should have apologized for that he never did. And he's because I keep getting the sense of he owed you an apology. Okay. And while he was here, his own ego kind of would not allow him to do that because he says, I always had to be right. And this isn't judgment. I'm not saying he's a bad person because I get, he would give the shirt off his back, but they show me almost polar opposites. He could go from being, the most wonderful sweetheart to all of a sudden almost calling you down to the dirt. Right. And again, and this is not about judging anybody, but this is what he's showing me of the personality of who he was. So I kind of feel when we talk about it being an ex, it was a situation that you had to kind of step out of because he's telling me, he says, I had lots of chances. Right. Do you understand that? Um, he just wasn't able to make changes while he was here. He wasn't able to give you what you needed. Is this helping a little bit? Hopefully it's helping anyway. I'm still not sure who is sending all the angry faces, but you know what I look at it as if I've entertained you for a whole hour of you sending me angry faces, God love you. Nadia, you are very, very welcome. I hope this has helped a little bit. I feel like there's a lot of other stuff going on there, right? But it's, if you will, that's one of the things that is not group material for here, right? But know that he's apologizing. Know that he did love you in his way. He says, I didn't always show it to the best of my ability, but he says, I wanted to know that. And well, I just heard she did the right thing leaving me. So you must have stepped out of that relationship after doing everything that you felt you could have done for him. Makes sense? Yeah, Tanya, I don't know what's up. I don't think I've ever had anyone jump on the line just to send up a bunch of sad or angry faces. I mean, sometimes it can be just about, someone who maybe doesn't believe in this stuff or, thinks it's crap, which again, you're more than welcome to what you believe. I'm not forcing anyone to sit on the call, right? I look at it as, you know what? I didn't know what to believe when I started either. When I started hearing, if you will, hearing voices and doing this, and, it's not everybody's cup of tea, and that's fine. But it's never going to stop me from doing what I'm meant to do and help other people. It won't, never has. I mean, I've been doing, like I said, over 30 years, I've been doing this work. So I just go, it's okay. Love and light is a term that I use, love and light. And we can remember that. We can go to the same vibration and being, oh, this guy's, sorry, this guy. Yeah, it's a, keep getting on that. Um, I can feed my energy into that and go, oh, blah, 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 but it doesn't help anything. So, Nadia, yeah, I get. You said he cheated on with your best friend. Yeah, and I'm sorry to hear that. I get there was a lot of drama in that relationship, shall we say? Easy way of putting it, right? So, yeah, Tanya, I think you know me enough too that I never will. I think I was saying that to Kim today when we did our Ask Us Anything live on our I Am Divine. Um, being that I'm in my 50s now, mid 50s, I kind of said to her today, going, you know what? We think of retirement as being a certain age. And I said, I know with what I do, I will never fully retire. I'll do this for as long as I can because that's why I'm here. We're here to help each other out. We just help each other in different ways, different forms, right? So again, you guys, those of you that are in the St. John, New Brunswick area on May 6th, 7 p.m., all the information is on my Facebook page under events. I realize I have to put it on my Facebook page. I'm going to be doing a live group reading. So if you're interested, come and hang with me and some other individuals where the guides are going to bring forward messages from themselves and messages from your loved ones as well. I'm actually looking forward to it because it's been a while since I've done a group read outside, right? And again, if I wasn't able to connect with you, reach out, right? This is what I do. I'd be more than happy to set you up with a private session. Again, you can send me a note through Messenger. You can check out my website, paulahunter.ca, find out what I do, find out the prices. And if you got any questions, drop me a line. Be more than to help you out, okay? So with that, guys, I'm going to call it a night. My husband's actually going to be going away to work for the next 3 or 4 days, so I'm going to spend the rest of the evening with him before he leaves, and I don't see him till next week. So again, thank you so much. Because if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be here. And I love you guys. I really, really do. And you are the what drives me to continue doing what I'm doing, okay? So much love to you guys, and I hope to see you again soon. Have a great evening.